All right, guys, first thing I'd like to say is, you guys, I've talked to you guys about it before when I came in here. I thought you guys looked really good. And I said, I didn't know who your instructor was, but I thought he did a great job with you guys. And Serrada's not a, you don't see it a lot everywhere, so it's hard to find people that do it and do it well. And so it was awesome for your old guru to come over here and visit and get a little time with me as well. I feel it feels really nice to train with someone who's got some really great training. So we train under the same people, same group, same system. So you guys, I'd like you guys to give a little hand here because your instructor did a great job. And I was just lucky I get to slide in after he did all the hard work and work with you guys. So he did the hard part, getting you guys up to speed. So what we'll do is we're going to go through, and I'm a little winded and a little sick for the last couple weeks, so I feel like I can't breathe, but we're going to just go through some counters and just some different things to show you guys, you know, not to show off to you guys, not to show you how flashy the art is, but I want you to see kind of what it looks like in the end, or at least when you get to a level where, you know, you're pretty proficient in the art, okay? So it'll give you a little snapshot as to what the art looks like. And when I talk about other players, you know, this is what I'm talking about. Someone who knows Eskrima or Kali or Arnis and is at a high level proficiency, you know, it becomes a chess match and a little bit of a game. You know, when you train with other people, and gurus train with other people, I've trained with other people, and you start to see, you know, different arts and what are they trying to do to me? How are they trying to trap me? How are they trying to take my stick and disarm me? How are they trying to hit me? What kind of range are they trying to fight in? You know, they're trying to stay away and use largo mano, long stick, or they want to come in tight and close. You know, it becomes a real chess match, and that's why Eskrima is really cool because it's a forever art. You're forever learning how to play better chess and outmaneuver the person, and you know, it's gamesmanship. This will kind of show you a little bit about what it looks like. Both of us are I'm a little, like I said, he's a little rusty, I'm a little rusty, and I've been on my back for a couple weeks, so we'll try to give you a little bit of a taste here. But so we'll go through, we're just going to do some counters. Okay, remember I said there's 12 angles of attack, right? 12 angles of attack, and we learn how to defend each angle. And then no matter what comes at us in that angle, we're going to deal with it the same way. So if a person hits you with a number one angle with a stick, you're going to do the same thing, react the same way. If he has a knife or an empty hand, the Serrada doesn't change too much. There's some little tweaks, but for the most part, you treat the angle not so much as to what weapon it is. I mean, you have to be aware if it's a stick or a punch or a knife, but you learn that angle. You learn that angle of attack. Okay? So we'll just go through some counters here. Go 1 through 12, and you guys can, you know, check it out and see what it all looks like. You got anything to add?
No, just remember, what we're doing, I've been practicing since 1991. So that is, what is that, 20 years? Okay, you guys, we're going fast. We might be going fast, but you guys should learn slow. I don't know if you guys been teaching them Tai Chi style, but in order to get this good, you have to be really good going slow. All right? So this looks nice, flashy stuff. You guys can try it on your own, but when you're with a partner, do not attempt this until you get perfect or pretty good, going really slow and controlled. All right?
That's it. You're absolutely correct. Slow and control when you're working with your partner. The worst thing sometimes of doing showing stuff like this is that you start training that way. You don't. You train slow with control. Good. All right. We'll just throw some counters and you guys can get swapped. Yeah, just go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
nice little
Yeah,
shield.
it does.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll give you a double there.
Ah.
So there's your 12 counters.
Yay! How about some block and lock?
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Get a little breath here.
Yeah.
Bronchitis is kicking in on me.
You want to go first?
I'll speak first. I need a break. All right, so now we're doing just a little bit of lock and block or a spotty daga. Okay, now he'll do this empty hand with just a single stone, but we can also do it with a stick. Both of us have a stick and a knife, which is what's called spotty daga. So we'll just.
Wow. Very nice.
So when we're doing these spotted daga, basically I'm feeding, I'm coming at him with a stick. He's got to counter the stick, but he's got to be aware that this knife is here, okay? And the knife isn't just going to come out every single time on time. As you saw, I'll throw a strike and a strike and a strike and then the knife. And then maybe a double knife to change up the rhythm. So when you're doing lock and block, a lot of times you feed a strike and a knife, strike and a knife, strike and a knife. But then when you both get kind of good and your level rises, you start kind of trying to change it up a little bit. Whew, this is one heck of a day. Come back. Come back.
And he's talking. I'm over here pretending like I'm not talking.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
This arm is pretty good there. You want to show them a little bit of stick against the Cadena de Mano, the empty hand?
Sure. You want me to feed you or however you want to do it?
All right, what you guys have been learning with the stick, okay, everybody thinks Eskrima, oh, you're only good with the stick, but this is a complete art. It's got empty hands, it's got knives, and it's even got a little bit of little groundwork, but it's seldom hardly taught, okay? But it is complete. You start off with the sticks. Movements are the same. Without it, it's just more condensed and closer. All right, so I'll go ahead and feed you 5.
You're gonna do
1 through 5, or just normal 1 through 5 without the knife for number 4?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. So, what you're learning right now is the sticks. And Guru Will here has shown you a little bit, introduced you guys to a little bit of Cadena de Mano. And that's what you guys want to progress up to also. And the movement, like I said, it's almost the same, little tweaking there. And of course, you got to get closer to hit with your primary weapon.
Yeah, when you're striking on the Cadena de Mano against a weapon, you obviously can't stay out here, you know, and try to work this. You really got to come in and crash and get in on the weapon so that you're away from the business end. Okay? If you try to do anything too far out here, the speed and force of the stick's coming through anything you do, and it's going to hit you. Okay? So you really, when he feeds that, you really got to be able to drop and move into a position where you're out of that middle range. Okay? And then enter. Okay? So a lot of what Serrada does is, because it's a very close fighting art, you got to learn how to enter in and get in there and get out of that bad range. Okay, if you get stuck in that middle area, it doesn't really matter what you're going to do. You're going to get hit really, really hard.
Yeah. And in order to do that, you guys got to just practice it and practice it and practice it. And when you guys practice it, what you guys are doing is you're building confidence, and you guys are becoming, you really got to have the guts to go in against somebody with a stick. Your natural reaction is to run, stay away. But if you can't run no more, you have to close in and take away the advantage. And that's where Serrada comes in really well. It teaches you, it gives you that inner strength to believe in yourself, to come in a really dangerous and scary situation against a stick and you have nothing.
All right, guys, line up. Let's go. That's the end of class. Give them a hand. Everybody give them a hand. Very nice. All right, let's go. Line up.
Line it up, guys. Boy, I'm not getting sick on you guys anymore. This is my welcome back. Get my butt whooped in here. That was awesome. That was awesome. I got to tell you, let me just tell you one thing. How good it feels to train with someone who really knows the art. It's an awesome feeling. It's an energy that happens when you're working out together. There's an energy there that's just phenomenal. I mean, when you start to get to a level of proficiency and you're working with other people at that same level, it becomes something you really feel. I mean, you really feel it. As you're doing it, you know, we were over there just playing a little bit, and we started free-flowing a little, and we said, let's do it slow. But the problem is it feels so good, it naturally goes up on its own. The speed, I'm not trying to outspeed him, he's not trying to outspeed me. It just feels good. The energy goes, and it's really natural. It happens on its own. I've always said, when two people are facing and they're playing this free flow and a lock block, there's three parts. There's me and him, and then there's an energy in the middle that's all its own. It just happens, and you're just a part of it. And you know, I've had the chance, and I know he has as well, of training with some really good people, and the feeling you come away with is just phenomenal. I mean, it's an awesome feeling. And once you do that and feel it, you're like really get hooked on the art, and that's what.
And that's one of our satisfactions in teaching you guys, and hoping that we build you guys up to a certain level where we can start feeding that energy with you guys.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I'm glad to see a lot of new faces, and some of the old ones still working. Good luck to you guys.
Let's go about it to the guru. Let's get back. Excellent. Excellent job, guys. Hey, great job.